Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Extremities. Today we're going to do a cartilage piercing. We've had a girl who's come into the shop named Kim, and she wants to do a cartilage piercing. We're going to take you into the piercing room, and we're going to show you how we do a safe cartilage piercing. The way to do this is to turn out all the lights and shine a mag light behind her ear. When we do that, we're going to see all the small vessels that are hidden within the cartilage, and we're going to mark those so that we can avoid them. And you'll see after that, we're going to give her markings where she can get the piercing. She'll choose one, then we'll do the piercing, show her how to take care of it, and that'll be the end of it.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm here today at Extremities to get a cartilage piercing. I always come to Extremities with my friends to get our tattoos and our piercings because I trust that the piercers here always know what they're doing. They're always clean, and they're definitely really friendly and make us comfortable. Hi.
Hello there.
I'd like to get a piercing today.
Okay, what do you want to get?
I'd like to get my ear, the cartilage.
Okay, that's not a problem. I need you to fill out a waiver for me. And then just initial everywhere, fill it out, sign it, and date it, and then we'll go in the piercing room and I'll show you what you can get.
Okay.
Hi there, welcome back to the piercing room. We're going to show you how we're going to set up for this cartilage piercing, and then we'll turn around and we'll show you the piercing. So, we always set up with gloves on. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put down a dental bit. Dental bit's purpose is to make sure that there's no contamination off the tray and get into what we're going to use. Then we're going to put down some sterilized gel. We're going to put down a couple of elastic bands. We are going to put down something called BZK. BZK is used to sterilize the area. When we're done cleaning up the area that we're going to pierce, then we're going to clean the BZK off with alcohol. It's not wise to pierce without both, in my opinion. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look for our clamps. So this is a small area, so we're going to use a small clamp. We're going to put it on the tray. Cartilage piercings usually use a 16 gauge needle. Some people will use a 14 gauge, but I'm not, we don't need one. Then we're going to pick our jewelry. So here's your choices. Here's your labret post, or the zirconian, or the hoop. Which one do you want?
I think I'll go with the zirconia.
Okay, we're going to do this piercing now for you. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to clean up the area for you. Okay?
Okay.
So just look straight ahead for me for a second while I get all this done. I'm just going to open everything up for you. We're going to clean off the end of the flashlight. We're going to have a look later on. So what we do know is that the inside of this pouch is currently the cleanest place in the entire shop. The pouch has been sterilized. Sterilizers are checked by a lab every 2 weeks. So we know that whatever comes out is perfect, and therefore the inside of the pouch is really clean. So first we're going to do a cleanup with something called BZK. Bring it out a bit, and we're just going to clean up the whole area where we might be piercing. Dry. And then we're going to clean off the BZK with some alcohol. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off our gloves and we're going to put on new gloves, but we're going to turn out all the lights so that we can put a mag light behind your ear. I'm going to look for any small vessels that are there, and I'm going to give you markings where you can get this pierced. Alright darling, so what we're going to do here is we're going to look around to see what's in your ear. Keep your head turned this way for me. I need to get the light behind. Okay, and her ear is not too vascular. So what we can do is we can go there, and we could go there. And we could go there. Okay. All right, darling, so what we're going to do here is we're going to look around to see what's in your ear. Keep your head turned this way for me. I need to get the light behind. Okay, and her ear is not too vascular. So what we can do is we can go there, and we could go there. And we could go there. Okay. Take a look in the mirror for me. You can see I've given you a couple of choices. This one here, that's your best choice. There's less around it. It's also going to be the most visible. You can put one around on the curled edge of your ear, but they tend to get sore when you sleep on them.
Okay, well that one looks good.
This one here?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's what we'll do then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to put a clamp on your ear. Once I get the clamp on it, we're going to leave it there for a second. It's going to help it to go numb. Once I get the clamp on it, I want you to listen to my voice. When I tell you to breathe in, I want you to breathe into your chest and hold it. When I tell you to breathe out, I want you to breathe it all out at one time. I'll be done before you get that in. Once I get the clamp on, I want you to close your eyes for the piercing, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to fold back the ear a little bit. Clamp's the worst part of the piercing. It usually hurts more than the piercing itself. So what I'm going to do is fold in. Okay, close your eyes. Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. That's it. Piercing's done. That's the worst of it. Keep your eyes closed for me for a second. We're just going to put the jewelry in. Then I'll put a little pressure on it for you. That'll ensure that we don't have any bleeding, and it tends to ease any kind of pain away that you might get from the piercing. Just sit tight for a sec. That's it. And use this support finally, and we're just going to put some pressure on it for you. That's it. So does that hurt at all?
No, not at all.
Usually the clamp's the part that hurts.
Yeah, that
The
definitely
piercing
hurts.
itself doesn't usually hurt at all. Okay, so we're just going to keep on a little bit of pressure on this, make sure there's no bleeding whatsoever. Then we'll clean off the old purple marks so it doesn't look like you got this done at a hospital. And then I'll teach you how to take care of it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this is how you're going to take care of it, all right? Most common cause of infection is from touching the jewelry or the piercing with unwashed hands, so don't touch it, don't let anybody else touch it, no mouths on it, no dogs licking it, lots of common sense, okay? So the best way to heal these things is to take a shower twice a day. When you go in the shower, you can lather up the piercing with an antibacterial soap. And after a number of showers, it could be 5, it could be 4, everybody's different. You're going to be lathering it, you're going to notice that it's moving. That means you're healing. Okay? And at that point, you can move it. You can push it forward and you can lather off. If there's any crusties around the edge, you can lather those off. You can push it back and do the same thing. But that also means we now have soap in the piercing hole. So that means you're going to have to wiggle it while the water's hitting your ear to get all the soap out of the piercing. When you get out of the shower, I want you to pat it dry with tissue, paper towel, toilet paper is fine too, but try not to use bath towels. Bath towels can be dirty. People share them in families, and so sometimes you can infect your piercing off. So just blot it dry. As soon as you blot it dry, I want you to take this. This is our aftercare. The way the aftercare works is this. It speeds up your healing really quickly to about 75 or 80%, but then you won't get to 100% really easily, the last 20%, unless you go off of it. But it gets you there. So instead of this taking months and months to heal, it's going to heal between 3 weeks, month and a half.
Finished my piercing with Stephen at Extremities, and it was great. It wasn't hurtful at all. I really appreciated the fact that he was really thorough with the procedure and the aftercare as well. It was terrific. I really appreciated the professionalism and the friendliness as well.
So that concludes our cartilage piercing for the day. You know, when you do a cartilage piercing, you've often got a few places that you can look at for doing it on. I just want to review it for a second. We'll put a flashlight behind, and we figure out where we're going to pierce it. The most important thing in a cartilage piercing is to make sure that you don't hit any of the spidery small vessels that are found in cartilage. This is one of the dangers of a cartilage piercing. The other problem that has arisen in the past with cartilage piercings is because of gun. We don't use a gun at extremities whatsoever. Sometimes what happens with a gun piercing is there's a lot of impact, and the jewelry that's getting placed into the cartilage is dull. It's not like a really good piercing needle. So other things can happen. You can actually crack the cartilage and cause some serious damage, which can lead to some keloid scarring as well. So we try to be really careful. We mark it out, we stay away from the vessels, and we never use a gun.